Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to show you guys how to do this vintage vibe look, appropriate for a Psychobilly concert or any sort of retro thing that you have to go to, including the hair and makeup, so stay tuned. I'm going to tone my face with the Seaweed toner from the Body Shop. This is a mattifying toner. Then we're going to start with some eye primer. Go right into every nook and cranny. So this is a quad that I created myself, all matte colors from Face Atelier. I'm going to go in and create a fake crease above my real crease using like a matte brown color. This is to kind of emulate the pinup look. This was kind of a thing that Marilyn Monroe did. She created a fake crease above her real crease with a brown shadow. Now I'm going to go with the highlighting color and apply that onto the lid. I'm going to not blend it too much. I want to make sure it stands out. And I'm going to go with a nice lighter color, and I'm going to go and do that above the brow. Applying that is going to kind of bring that forward and then also emphasize the crease that we created. And then I'm going to go with some liquid eyeliner. Now, unfortunately, I'm almost out of this liquid eyeliner, so it's really pulling on my brush here. So just bear with me. Creating the cat eye here, I'm using an angle brush that I've cut to make sure it's nice and sharp. I don't recommend cutting your brushes unless you know what you're doing, but I like to cut a lot of my angles to make sure they're, perfect in my opinion. So yeah, I'm going to create these cat eyes, and it shouldn't tug this much if you have proper like eyeliner, a liquid or anything like that. Tugging this much means that you don't have enough product on your brush. Anyways, going with the Metal Matte by Kat Von D, I'm going to take a dark brown, and I'm just going to go into the corner of that cat eye and really smoke it out. I call this a soft focus cat eye, but I'm really sure that there's like a technical name for it, like a smoky third or smoky V. But I do this because it can even out sort of any discrepancy that the eyeliner created. If it's like a little longer on one side or another, this will help kind of smoke that out and be less noticeable. I'm blending both those to even them out, and then I'm going to apply a nice light shimmery color to my waterline on the bottom. And then I'm going to apply a drop shadow of dark brown underneath. And some mascara. This is just the e.l.f. Plumping Mascara, something cheap and easy. Don't forget those bottoms. Voila. So this is the pearlescent white that's in the Kat Von D Metal Matte. I'm going to apply it to the brow bones and to the inner third of the eye to really make it stand out. Anastasia Dip Brow in soft brown with an angle brush. I'm going to overdraw my eyebrows and extend the tail to give them a very vintage look. This is prominent in the 1940s, 50s. So if you want to emulate that in those decades, definitely try overdrawing your eyebrows and giving them a very stark arch. This might look a little crazy right now, but wait till I blend it out and the look is finished, and suddenly they don't look quite as clownish. Yeah, totally, I know. Looks a little crazy, something I probably wouldn't do every day, but definitely suitable for a concert or if you're going out with girls, whatever. So the Dip Brow here, it's an interesting product. I definitely don't recommend it for a lot of people. It's not exactly user-friendly. It does go on quite dark and quite thick. But, if you're willing to give it a try, I definitely recommend giving it a whirl. It's got lots of colors, and it's definitely waterproof. So I'm taking a spoolie now. I'm just going to comb out that excess product because there tends to be a lot when you use this product, especially if you're going as dark as I am. So voila, eyebrows done. Going in Face Atelier in number 5 and a blender brush, we're just going to apply our foundation here and cover up any boo-boos or indiscrepancies with your complexion. And I'm going to use my finger, and I'm going to actually tap the excess foundation and push it into the eye and around that cat eye, really sculpting that cat eye and lifting it. So yeah, I like to go circular motions all around, as you can tell. And we're just going to speed this up here, so I'm not going to bore you too much with that. But yeah, I like Face Atelier because it gives you a lot of coverage, and it's lightweight, and it also has an oil, like it's a silicone-based foundation, so it's got a primer built into it, so you don't have to worry about drying out, as you could say. So using some excess, going to cover up indiscrepancies, as I said, and then I'm going to blank out my lips so I can overdraw them later. This is the Besame powder here. This is a translucent lavender powder. It's very good for vintage looks because it kind of takes out any sort of yellowness out of the skin, like any sallowness. And it smells like lavender, which is kind of cool. We're going to contour the face with the Profusion Contour here. This is just a brush I got from like Sephora. It works really good for contouring and sculpting the face. And typically I wouldn't go this dark with my contour, but like I said, this is more of like a vintage, fun, like night out makeup. So yeah, I'm going to go a little bit darker. We're going to also highlight under the eyes and on top of the cheekbones. And then we're going to go down the nose, down the chin, all that good stuff. And right underneath that contour bit on the cheek, that's going to really pop out that jaw bone. Using the Anastasia Blush Kit in Radiance, I'm going to take that dark dusty rose color and I'm going to dust it on top of the contour and smoke it out towards the top of the ear. I'm also going to take the bright pink in it and I'm going to do a concentrate of that on the actual apple of the cheek. That's going to give it also a nice vintage glow. Taking the Pearlescent Shimmer from Kat Von D's Metal Matte Palette, I'm going to dust it into the tear ducts and then take the cream color and dust under the eyes for extra coverage. I want to make sure I don't look tired at all if I'm going to a metal concert or a Psychobilly concert. Also, that Pearlescent Shimmer makes an excellent highlighter, so I'm going to dust it on top of the blush. So the next is lips. I'm going to go in with Homegirl, the Kat Von D eyeliner or lip liner, sorry. And we're just going to overdraw the lips ever so slightly. This is a super dark purple. Actually, when I first bought it, I thought it was dark red. So when I started applying it today, I was like, oh, okay, a little bit of a pleasant surprise. So I'm kind of vampy right now. I'm going to apply a lighter dusty rose color on top of that just to kind of give it an ombre effect. And then we're done the makeup look. We're going to head on to hair. So I'm taking my Suavecita paddle brush and I'm just going to comb through my hair lightly. The curls that are in it right now were were created by the rock and rollers that I slept in last night. We're taking my rat tail comb and we're going to separate my bangs. We're going to back cool them and tease them until they stand up on their own. I'm going to over direct them a little bit towards my face and that way they have a lot of height. Taking my Suavecita hairspray, I'm going to just sculpt them and give them kind of suicide curl off to the side and fuss with them a bit till they have the height that I want. So I sectioned the hair to above my ear and I'm going to roll it in a RollNGo and I'm just going to create a little baby victory roll. I'm going to over direct it right above my suicide curl and bobby pin it into place and put a lot of hairspray in there because I don't want it to go anywhere. I did the same to the other side. That side's got a little more hair because I don't have bangs on that side. And you're going to tuck that in, make sure it's nice and tight, and bobby pin it into. Awesome. There we go. Fuss with it a little bit more. Add your like bow, clip-ins, whatever you've got. I've got a leopard bow. It's my favorite, and that's what I wear all the time when I wear victory rolls or anything like that. I'm going with some Suavecita Argan oil. I'm just going to brush it in because my hair has been a little bit frizzy, and then I'm going to back comb it with my paddle brush so we have volume on the bottom. And there we go. A fun Psychobilly look for any sort of vintage event that you have. To turn this into a regular pinup look, all you need to do is add a light red or a pink to the lips, and this would be ready to go for any vintage look. So thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Katt, and I'll list everything I used below.